What else were we wrong about?
Is that a mini Kong?
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
Hear yourself. Give me this promise.
That is not everything.
I know.
There's 6 of you now.
All right, welcome to our channel, everybody. Mega Mike the Movie Man here. We have an amazing stream planned for you all tonight. We are going to look into the future of 2024, talking about our most anticipated films of the year to come out. We're going to have 5 rounds. We're going to have honorable mentions. So if there's a movie you're excited about, we're probably going to get to talking about it tonight. But before I show you this amazing panel here, just a few reminders. If you love movies, go ahead and mega smash that like and subscribe in celebration of 2024. Of course, leave in the comments below what movies are you most excited for. And then, of course, unlock some thank you videos, some giveaways. If you do a high super chat, like over $20 or a high tier membership, I still have Blu-rays to give away, people. I got to get rid of these. And hey, you never know, I might have a 4K and some digital codes as well. But yeah, you super support the channel on another level. So let's get right into this amazing panel. How we doing out there, everybody?
Doing good.
Doing good.
You guys ready to talk some movies for 2024?
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
And Eddie, is this your first time on my channel? I'm trying to remember.
No, I did a Guillermo del Toro ranking.
Oh,
here.
there we go. Yes,
Yeah, a while back.
Welcome back, though. It feels like it's been a long time. So welcome back to the channel, Dimension. Welcome back as well. And then Huck and Tim, I see you all the time. So I guess welcome back.
And then those guys are here. Hey, guys. I feel so special right now. How about you, Tim?
Of course.
Yeah, you guys are always here.
I'm surprised I'm in the second seat.
Hey, that's a very valuable seat, okay?
I know. You need me to get it rolling. I know. I've been in the seat before.
Exactly. We got Adrian there saying hello to everybody.
Adrian.
Your movie, man.
Hey.
Top 5 movies already getting it rolling here. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Ballerina, Joker 2, Dune Part 2, Deadpool 3. That's an amazing lineup. Definitely going to talk about those tonight. Of course, we got Craig in here. We got
Craig.
those movies, our super number 1 fan for the Collectors Club. Massive shout out to Tiana. And then, of course, we got Tiger Blue. So let's go ahead and get started tonight, everybody. We're going to go with our 5th anticipated film for 2024. Doc, I know you're ready to get it rolling. What are you going to talk about?
Oh, I'm ready to go. And and I'm sorry if this is somebody's, but I'm coming out hot, y'all. I cannot wait. Oh, so ready for Argyle.
Oh, so
that
good.
thing looks amazing. Wow, no one even chimed in. All right, good. I'll take it.
I'm excited for it. The trailer looks fantastic.
It wasn't on my list.
It just looks so amazing. Directed by Matthew Vaughn. Stat cast: Henry Cavill, Sam Rockwell, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara. And Dua Lipa looks great in this thing. I've never seen her act before, but there's that scene when John Cena's grabbing her off of the motorcycle, and they pause it, and it's all about. It feels very much like an updated version of Romancing the Stone, because Bryce Dallas Howard is the author, and she's writing this set of romance stuff. It's this spy espionage stuff that she's nailing, and the people catch wind of what she's doing, and hire her to help figure out what's going to happen next. And I just think it looks like a recipe for a win. So I can't wait for Argyle.
It also feels like that one recent movie that came out with Sandra Bullock, right? What was that one?
Oh, yeah, The Lost City. Yeah, The Lost City. Yeah, a little bit like that. But
they were like, that movie did well. Let's replicate it.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But you can see the style though with Matthew Vaughn, so that's cool looking.
So is that in any way connected to the Kingsman franchise?
No, but because he is that guy, it's got a lot of that Kingsman flair and flash to it.
Oh, okay. Same director, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, my brain wanted to connect those movies, The Kingsman and Argyle, but
it makes sense.
No sequel, no prequel, nothing like that.
No, he might drop an Easter egg, but I don't think it has any connection because it's her as a novelist, which, yeah.
And Huck, are you a big fan of the Kingsman movies?
I like the first one a lot.
I agree.
The second
I
one,
like the
and
first one.
I enjoyed the second one too. A little bit. And I didn't see the third one. The third one felt too removed from the first two. Was it good?
No, you
Oh,
were
okay. Well, you groaned. I couldn't tell if it was the groan of you should see it or
no, you're good. I don't know. I just remember some toe licking in there. I don't know what was going on by the middle of the movie, but it got weird. We'll say that.
It's funny because while I was working, I guess the red carpet for Argyle happened yesterday, so I had it on the TV behind me while I was working. Yeah, it looks good. The cat looks hilarious. If you're a cat fan, there's cat in this.
Nice. And real quick before we move on, just a quick thumbs up or thumbs down. Is everybody else on the panel excited for this one?
I'm middle.
In the middle a little bit.
Woo!
It wasn't on my list.
I'm glad to know it was not conflicted.
Yeah, nobody was gonna choose yours, Huck. You're good.
I'll see myself out.
I mean, it looks good. It just wasn't one that I'd probably rush out to see day one.
All right. Well, Eddie, what are you gonna rush out to see day one? You're up next.
Okay, so is this my number 5? All right, let's do it. So, again, apologies if this is on anyone's list. I feel like we're gonna be saying it a lot, but Nosferatu.
You took one off my list.
Sorry, man. Yeah, no, man. Just Robert Eggers' name alone was enough to hype me up for this one. Big fan of The Witch, The Northman. Just really big fan of Eggers as a filmmaker. Lighthouse. I need to rewatch that one. I haven't seen it since it initially came out. But I mean, you got another stack cast. Bill Skarsgård. Just again, him alone. I believe he's playing the Count Orlok. I don't think that's no spoiler right there, but he's really good in those like monster roles. I mean, obviously what he did with Pennywise just really gets into the character. So I'm excited to see his interpretation of the character, the monster, and Willem Dafoe. Top tier actor for me. I'm sure y'all would agree. Top 5 all time, I would say, for me right now, honestly. And yeah, it's coming out Christmas, so you got the next Christmas classic right there, Nosferatu.
There you go, holiday movie.
I'm very excited for that. Lighthouse is actually my favorite of his, but he hasn't missed for me. Eggers' movies are just so interesting. That cast is great. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I can't imagine it missing. Like everything he's done, I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, and I saw a still online, like a photo, the first image, and it was Nicholas. What's the name?
Holt.
Nicholas Holt. Yeah, and he's wearing this awesome looking costume. So it's coming off as kind of like a period piece, also.
Yeah.
Which obviously,
that's Eggers' thing. All of Eggers' stuff is period pieces, and he kills it.
And is this the first time Nosferatu is being remade, or have we got like plenty of these movies before?
Well, I think actually calling it Nosferatu, but I mean, there's all these. It's all like a
Dracula
iterations. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I thought I'm like Nosferatu. That's a really old, like classic movie, right?
It's a silent movie.
Yeah, silent film from the 20s, I want to say.
Yeah, it's got a Kino Lorber release, right, Tim? I think it's Kino. I have it.
I don't actually own it. I think it's Kino, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Man, I don't know. This director's hit or miss for me. Like Lighthouse, I'm not about. Got a little too weird for me, but I really like The Northman. So
Northman was easily his most accessible movie.
That was so
there
good.
You go.
Northman was great.
Yeah,
there you go. Nice.
Still sealed and everything.
Still,
you
I
got
know.
That in Kino Lorber sale, didn't you?
I did. It's Kino. So yeah, I grabbed a lot of silence on that. I got this Hunchback of Notre Dame, Metropolis. I just wanted to see how good they restored those. And this one clearly I haven't opened yet, so I'll get to it.
Nice.
Problem with having 2,000 movies.
Well, there you go. All right, Tim. Sorry, Nosferatu was taken. What do you got now?
Well, I'm going with my most excited because none of you all are taking it from me. Damn it! I'm going with Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. I am so excited for that. Afterlife was kind of iffy to a lot of people. I enjoyed the hell out of Afterlife. I actually rewatched it again last night. It's a blast. It brought back a lot of nostalgia feels, but set up new characters. And now this one, the characters are set up. No more introduction time. We just get to get right into the action. And they based a lot of stuff off of the real Ghostbusters, kind of zany villains of real Ghostbusters. I am so down for that. I cannot wait. This was one of my most anticipated for last year, and then it got bumped off the schedule to be this year. So, yes, I am so excited. Please be good. They're going back to New York City.
Yeah.
I hope it's great. I think it will be.
Yeah, I really liked Afterlife as well. I thought they did a great job of introducing new characters, but then having all the nostalgia fan service in there. But it wasn't overdone, so it was really nicely balanced. But Paul Rudd is so good in there too. Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
As a huge Ghostbusters fan, Afterlife played great to me. But when I'm rewatching it, I'm like, wow, there is a lot of stuff in here that if you don't care about Ghostbusters or you haven't watched the other ones, like the one the police officer is like, yeah, you get one call. Who you gonna call? And the way he says it, I'm like, that's meant for us as fans, and that would mean nothing to anybody else.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. But it's funny how the trailer starts off because you think it's going to be summertime, right? But now we're getting an icy, snowy New York, I guess. So that's really cool.
Well, that the villain is like an ice ghost or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so is everybody excited for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? I know I am.
I never got into Ghostbusters.
Dimension, what's going on?
So give it a thumbs down. Throw the...
I actually saw those for the first time last year. All the Ghostbusters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And?
I didn't grow up with them at all. So
what'd you think?
I thought they were okay. I thought I had a good time. That was a fun time. They weren't automatic, masterpieces. Oh my God, I've been missing out my whole life. But they were enjoyable.
So
part 2 was, 1 and Afterlife was fun.
2 gets a lot of hate. I love 2. Yes, I love 1 the most. I love 2. For the longest time, 2 was pretty much like, the castaway to the side. No one wanted to talk about 2. I freaking love it. It actually has some of the more scary moments if you call anything Ghostbusters scary, like going down into the not subway, but the sewer area with the goo going down. Oh, it's so good. I love 2. I love it. The only one I don't like is 2016.
Yeah, but you know what, Eddie? I get your take on it because, I showed it. We always try to show it to our families and my daughter, and that's the one miss. She's like, it was okay, because for us growing up, Bill Murray. This is the Saturday Night Live cast, so I love Bill Murray and I love Dan Aykroyd. So in the '80s, that was they're our comedians of the time. So I think there's this nostalgia wrapped around their talent. Whereas if you're just seeing it now, it doesn't carry that weight. So it's just either going to be funny or not funny. And plus she thought Bill Murray was kind of an asshole the whole time. I'm like, well, you know what? He kind of is. But you got to like that about Bill Murray.
He was never my favorite of the Ghostbusters. He was the biggest actor going in and the main reason people cared back in '84. But man, Stantz is great. Winston's great. Egon's great.
Egon's awesome.
Yeah, Venkman is 4th for me of the 4.
Yeah. That's such a big Twinkie.
All right.
Mike, what about you?
What we gotta go to Dimension.
Oh, you're going that way again. Okay.
Yes, of course. All right, Dimension, what do you got?
I'm looking forward to February's release of Madam Web.
Nice.
I've seen the trailer. It looks fun to me. I've been enjoying the Sony Marvel universe that had Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Morbius so far. The movie from the trailer, it looks like it's going to be entertaining. I am all down to see some ladies that have spider-like powers like Spider-Man, so that should be good. I like who the villain is. I know people compare it to CW stuff. But that doesn't matter to me. This might actually be a fun guilty pleasure. I can already see a lot of people bashing this movie, but who cares? I'll look forward to it myself.
Yeah, I'm a superhero fan as well, so I'm looking forward to the movie. Who knows how it's going to turn out, but hopefully it turns out great because that's like my Valentine's Day movie. So hopefully it's good for me and the wife. um, but I like these movies, like even Morbius that everybody hates on. I can have a fun time with that one. It's like a throwback to your 90s superhero movies. It gave me that kind of vibe. So I had a good
Is it
time with
though?
that one.
Is it?
Yes, it has that feel. It does have that feel.
We call that
But you
movie
also, you know me. You know me. I'm not.
That's right.
I pretty much like every superhero thing they're gonna throw out. But it's interesting because they said it's its own universe movie. It's not connected to any universe, not even the Sonyverse movies, which is really weird. I don't know why they're isolating it to its own Madam Web universe. So I don't know if they're trying to kill it, if they're setting it up as its own franchise. I don't know what they're doing with this one, but the trailer
I
looks
like
kinda
that.
cool.
I like that standalone. You know, I'm getting kind of burnt out on these whole connected universes. It's too much to keep up with.
Well, there you go. It might work in Madam Web's favor then. And there's a good acting talent around that movie with all the different spider type characters in there. So it could be fun. But I'm with you, Dimension. I'll be ready for that one. Tim's like, I'm out on superheroes. I can't even say anything.
Well,
you said it, not me.
I'm not. I don't know. It's not drawing me in either. I feel like it's Sony's. It feels like a desperate attempt. Like Sony knows they only have that in their pocket. Is the Spider-Man stuff, because that's why they can do Kraven the Hunter and Venom and all and that. But that's it. That's all they bought the rights for. So anything connected, that's what they do. So I'm just like, do we need this movie? I mean, I hope it's good, like for Dimension and Mike, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, what I really wanted them to do, I mean, it's too late now, but it was the perfect time. After No Way Home came out, what I would have done is I would have forgot about these side villain type of movies, making them the hero, focus only on Spider-Man movies, and put 3 Spider-Man movies into production. We got Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 coming out, Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 3, and then let's get another Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Now we have no idea when we're going to get another Tom Holland movie. It could be 3, 4, 5 years. Who knows? Like Spider-Man's your seller. Make Spider-Man movies and include the villains in a Spider-Man. I don't get it. No. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're on to me. Yes. So my number 5 doesn't even have a trailer yet. I just learned about this movie when I was researching movies for 2024. So let me look at the title to make sure I get this long title right. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. So the next Guy Ritchie film. Has anybody heard of this movie yet?
No.
Okay, there's not too much on this movie. It looks to be like a military op type of movie, though, at least from what I'm reading about. But it's a Guy Ritchie film. I have became a massive Guy Ritchie fan. The last year, The Covenant was awesome. Operation Fortune, fantastic. These movies were great. The Wrath of Man, like he's
Wrath of Man
out of the park with
so good
movies. So why not trust Guy Ritchie with a movie like this? And it's a little bit different, putting it in a military setting. So this looks like it's going to be fun. I like how he balances action and humor. So hopefully it's great. That's all I know about the movie, though, because we haven't gotten any more than that. But you guys, Guy Ritchie fans out there?
I like Guy Ritchie. Yeah. And all the ones you mentioned, I like a lot. I saw Operation Fortune on an airplane. I'm like, if I could enjoy it on the airplane, I can't wait to watch it on this TV.
Man, Audrey Plaza in there, fantastic.
She was great.
But all the movies I've seen of his, I've mostly liked. The Gentleman I enjoyed. So he really hasn't missed too much for me. I should go back and rewatch Snatch, though. Everybody says that's his best movie, and I watched it one time streaming, and I'm like, a little too hyped up for me, but I don't know. Some people say that's his best, so.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie is kind of a blind spot for me, unfortunately. I don't think I've seen much. I own a couple of his movies, I just haven't watched them yet. I think the only one I've seen from him, feel free to laugh, the live action Aladdin.
Hey, he did a great job with Aladdin. I'm not going to knock that one.
Like Aladdin?
That Aladdin live action movie is pretty good.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that's something Guy Ritchie would have done. It's like if you were to tell me, you got to go look it up. You're wrong. That's not who. Yeah. Oh,
that's I never I guess I didn't look into the Aladdin, but I had no idea that was his.
But he did a
Yeah.
solid job with that one. Out of all the new Disney live action remakes, that's one of the better ones. So if he can do a good job with a movie like that, he still has my trust in movies. So he hasn't faulted yet.
He has your trust.
Yes.
Nice.
But there we go. See, no one was expecting that one, were they? So just based on it being
We
a Guy
didn't even
Ritchie
know
film,
it.
who's excited? Is anybody now excited? My excitement, did it convince you all? You guys
mean,
are like,
I'm-
I don't know. I need
I
a
need to
trailer.
look into it, but it's Guy Ritchie, so I'm keen to at least check it out. the
That's all
trailer.
you need to know there.
That's all I need.
Yeah, I need to catch up on his filmography, and then maybe that'll get me more excited for it.
Oh yeah, Eddie. Oh, they're so good. I don't even know where to recommend you to start because they're so different.
Well,
but
I have
they
Wrath
a
of
good
Man.
time.
I
Start
have
there.
The Covenant,
Wrath of
The
Man.
Gentleman.
there.
Oh, Gentleman's so good. Yeah, if you want the most serious one, go The Wrath of Man. If you want more comedy in there, go The Gentleman.
Okay.
All right, just checking in to the comments real quick before we get to the next round. We got Magic Hands here, right? We got to have that magic on that stream tonight.
Magic.
We got Sarah in here as well. We got
Hi, Sarah.
Faces for Radio. What's up?
Oh, David.
Let's see. Oh,
What
yeah.
up,
Tiger
dog?
Blue saying Snatch is my favorite Guy Ritchie film, followed by Lock, Stock, and
Lock,
Two
Stock.
Smoking Barrels. I haven't seen that one, and I haven't seen Rock and Rolla either.
Rock and Rolla was fun. So Tiger is definitely for more of his British era because he has two very distinct like eras of his career. But yeah, he's entertaining enough.
And The Covenant was one I didn't expect. You know, it's not really his typical type of movie, and he did a great job with that one.
See, Mike, you should like Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels because it has the guy that played Juggernaut from
Oh,
X-Men 3.
oh, that was like the best line of that movie. I have fun with
Yeah.
X-Men 3. See, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have fun with Madam Web. You know.
What's Juggernaut? Because you had are you talking about from The Last Stand or Deadpool 2?
No, The Last
Oh,
Stand.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Last
really?
Stand.
Mhm.
Yeah. The one that the Rush Hour directed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it had its moments, and Juggernaut I thought was one of them.
He was hilarious.
It was great. You get the right actors, man. They'll make a stinker script good.
All right, now getting into number 4 here. So let's go Tim this time.
Let's
What do you
go
got,
me.
Tim?
All right, so I am gonna go with Civil War from Alex Garland. Alex Garland is another one that I've really enjoyed his stuff, and I like political stances in movies, and this one kind of seems ballsy to put out based off of our political climate right now. It looks good. It looks really, really good. The cast is killer. He wrote and directed. I have full faith in it. I said he hasn't missed for me. I mean, granted, I didn't see Men yet.
Oh gosh, no, nightmare. Oh god.
Wasn't
But-
a fan either. And that was on my list too, Tim. So we fade back there.
But yeah,
Payback.
Civil War looks great. I mean, Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons is great. Like, this is going to be really good. Nick Offerman is the president. I'm really excited for it. Please let it be good. But it's like a big budget A24 movie. That's what it looks like. It looks like it's like a huge budget A24.
Hey,
It's gonna be
A24
distributed
stepping up.
back to yeah.
What got you excited about it, Eddie? Because you said it was on your list.
Yeah, I mean, same things that Tim listed pretty much. I mean, Alex Garland, he's been more hit than miss for me. Like Love, Ex Machina, Annihilation.
Yep.
Men, yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of that one, but I mean, Civil War looks good. I saw the trailer and I mean, stacked cast, all the, everything Tim said, just agreed. That's what I was gonna say.
The trailer premise, though, was kind of tripping me out, though, because were they saying, correct me if I'm wrong, were they saying like California and Texas were teaming up?
Yeah, they're
I'm like,
they-
that's not super realistic, but
Well,
it's okay. It's a movie anyway. Go for
it's
it.
not. Granted, if you're making a movie like this and it's already the political climate in the United States is already very tense, I don't think you want to try to make it kind of realistic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, I would have loved if they went all out. Like, okay, it's
Oh.
California versus Texas. Let's go. I don't know. It might
Oh,
get a little
God.
too wild. I don't know. There might be some riots out
Like,
there, but
I wanted to say something, which I feel like it's going to. It's going to have those underlining themes and say something. but I get why he's not actually putting, you know, red versus blue type of. That's already divided enough. It's very divided.
Fair enough. Is everybody else excited for that one? I'm worried on that one. I'm in the middle. Like, I like the premise sort of, but I'm in the middle.
I'm thumbs up on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously it was on my
Stuck
list.
here in the middle a little bit. Dimension's
Yeah,
like, what are we even
middle.
talking about anymore? All right, well, Dimension, what are you looking forward to?
Next up for me is going to be Joker 2.
Nice.
I've seen behind the scenes. I've seen Lady Gaga in her Harley Quinn makeup. I think he looks nice. I'm worried. How is this movie going to be a musical? Are we going to hear songs throughout the film like some of those original early days of Disney movies? That's just not what I want to, not really into. Unless if it is that musical, then I hope I just like some of the songs, I guess. I'm curious, how does Lady Gaga will play Harley Quinn, and she does not have to be like Margot Robbie at all. She can be her own thing.
I'm so pumped.
I
I'm
really
pumped
enjoyed
for
the
this
first
movie.
Joker, so since I really enjoyed the first Joker, I gotta go in Joker 2, see what they pull off.
Yeah,
Man,
I
I'm
agree.
excited too. Dimension, you swooped that one from under me. That was going to be my number one pick. Joker is one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's in my top 20 list. So I'm super, super excited for Joker 2. And when you say musical, that gets me even more excited. Couple reasons. I love musicals, and they've been hitting it out of the park with musicals lately. Mean Girls, amazing. The Color Purple, fantastic. Like all these great musicals. Wonka was awesome. So musicals have been doing really, really good for me lately. So I'm happy with it being a musical. And it makes sense. You got Lady Gaga in there. You're going to have some songs. You got to. You just have to. But it makes it a little bit different. They're not going to do the exact same thing. I like when they change it up. So I'm excited for Joker too. Eddie, you were going to say something?
Yeah, no, that was also on my list. I'm excited for it. You know, like you mentioned, Lady Gaga being in it. I mean, I don't know. Did y'all see A Star Is Born?
Oh, Star is Born. She was amazing.
Yeah,
I love that.
fantastic.
I
So
love
if she's anything, you know, like that in Joker, it's gonna be awesome. I'm not worried about it. I mean, did it need a sequel? Money talks. You know, we don't. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited that Todd Phillips is back. You know, writing. So hopefully he gives us an interesting story continuation. So yeah, pumped for Joker for sure.
Man, I'm just excited for the music. Just everything, the songs, musical score, because that first Joker movie, the score was so good. It was so inventive with the string instruments. I'm like, oh, perfection.
And I heard it's
is
coming out
everybody
exactly 5 years after the first one, right? It's like exactly 5 years later. I heard that. I read that somewhere.
So is everybody super excited for Joker 2 as well? Oh, that did fireworks. I found out how to do fireworks. That's okay. So fireworks is 2 thumbs up, apparently. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Okay, now I know. Hey, that's my excitement level for Joker 2, though. So it works.
Uh-huh.
Huck's like, what's going on over there? What are you doing?
I know. No, it's funny you do that because I think it's just inherently something that's on certain people's computers, because in my edit job, there are people that when they'll just suddenly do a thumbs up and then whoop, this little icon pops up and we're like, why is that happening? And so I think it's a filter on some computers because no one even understands. Like I literally saw those fireworks today for the first time 2 hours ago. So I was like, oh. Anyway.
All right, heading over to Eddie.
All right. Yeah. So I want to talk about Twisters.
Oh, yeah, that was on mine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have high hopes for it, but I'm still excited. I mean, I grew up on the original Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt. You know, I'm a 90s kid, so I watch that on VHS all the time. So, you know, I don't know if they've come out and said it's a sequel, remake. I think it's just maybe like a reboot. I don't know what it is, but either way.
It's a sequel, same universe, but not following the story or people from the previous one.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, with a disaster movie, I feel like we need more of those nowadays. We don't really get any more good ones. I mean, I haven't seen Moonfall or what's another one that came out recently? I don't know. but-
Greenland. Greenland was
Greenland was good. I liked
That-
Greenland.
that was
yes.
Moonfall can go to the moon, shoot that thing off to the moon. I hated it.
I'm like, I had fun with that one.
Yeah. I miss the days of the old Day After Tomorrow. You used to love
Oh,
that
that
one.
movie.
Still do.
Day After Tomorrow is probably the best.
That is good.
It's
Okay.
really good. Yeah. So yeah. I haven't looked at anything. I haven't looked at into anything. I think the only thing I did see is that I forget the actor's name, but it's that young guy from Nope. What's his name? He's the one who the tech guy. He works for the tech store. He helps out.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I know Glenn Powell is in the movie though too, from Top
okay.
Gun.
Nice. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So yeah, that's all. That's about all I know. So looking forward to it.
I am too. Like I said, we need more good disaster flicks. We don't get disaster flicks near enough. But I love Twister. I mean, who wouldn't say Twister is one of the best disaster movies? It's a very small pool of movies, and Twister is up there, I'd say, for almost everybody. So Twister is
We need
as
that
long-
4K.
Yeah, oh got it. Except for
Oh yeah.
some of the effects might look terrible, but I don't care because the effects don't look great now. Never mind on 4K, but it still can't wait. Hopefully, we get it.
I haven't
yeah.
seen the original yet.
So
So
so many good.
I need to see
You
the
got Bill
original.
Paxton, Philip Seymour Hoffman, like just
Hey,
stacked
save that for
cast.
Collectors Club.
yeah,
I
there
have
you go.
DVD.
I was too busy watching
Have
the
you watch
core,
it?
you know.
Maybe I'll build up some anticipation.
The refreshing thing with Twister is it's so small scale. Like most disaster movies try to go with the big epic, destroying cities or the world is in peril. Twister is super small scale and it's about the people. It's just I wish we got a little bit more small scale disaster movies.
Yeah, good point.
So everybody excited for that one then? Once again, because I haven't seen it, I'm still just I have to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the first one, so it's a long time since that one. So you have to see the trailer, I think, to really pump up. I mean, I enjoyed the first one, so it's a long time.
Well,
You're
What?
actually-
I swear I said that once.
but I mean, just think how Top Gun came out how many decades later, and Top Gun 2 was great.
I'm down.
And Glenn Powell, I mean, he's like the rising star actor. He's in everything
up.
now. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was really good in what was that romantic comedy I just saw?
Anyone but is it anyone?
Yes,
but you or
anyone
anyone
but you. That was such a fun movie. So good. All right, Huck. What are you thinking?
All right. So my next one is From Free Guy to Fall Guy.
Nice.
I'm going with the Fall Guy. Tim knows I'm a big TV nut, and I loved the Fall Guy in the 80s growing up. Lee Majors. I hope Lee Majors has a cameo in this. That would be a total gas. But and similar to like Argyle, the editing in the trailer, it's just so it sets a tone. It's crisp, it's fun, and the chemistry between Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt just looks perfect. Like the banter, it's funny, it's action, it's just got this nice blend that I can't wait to see. I feel like it's got sort of maybe that similar energy of Argyle, and I like that in my action stuff. I like it to be a little fresh and inventive. That's why I like Free Guy so much, because it was so different and fun. And so I'm super pumped for Free Guy.
Fall Guy.
Fall Guy, the other guy. Fall Guy.
Well, Free Guy already came out. Some guy.
Yeah, Fall Guy. And
Right
I
when you
jumped
were
in the
saying that,
salad,
Huck,
no one
I'm
else.
like, Free Guy. I'm like, is there Free Guy 2 coming out? You were getting me
No.
super pumped. I'm like, I love Free Guy. That movie was awesome.
I'm really excited, and I've seen the show before. It's kind of funny though, like we had the A-Team movie. People knew who the A-Team was because that's really iconic 70s. A huge portion of the population are going to go to Fall Guy, have no idea that this is based off a TV show.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, if not most, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I was also trying to connect Orion to Ryan too. So anyway,
The trailer looks fun though. I will give it that.
And Ryan Gosling hardly misses for me. That guy has such good comedic timing. He does drama great. Like that, he's one of my favorite current actors.
All right.
pumped about that.
So are you guys all excited about that one? I am. Everybody Pumped
I
up?
am. I haven't seen any trailers. I haven't. All I know is I'm not familiar with the TV show. I didn't even know it was a TV show. So,
And
my
you
only
won't
understanding
Yeah.
is just
I-
based
I-
on a
I-
stuntman.
Know the show to.
Yeah, he's a stuntman. That's it.
know,
Okay.
see it.
Okay, that's all I know. So,
And the
I'm so
trailer
excited.
heavily leans on Bon Jovi soundtrack to drive the trailer. You give love a bad name.
Hey,
So-
Free Guy had a great soundtrack, so if this can do the same thing, that's gonna be awesome. All right. Number 4 for me. Now, if this movie hits it out of the park, this might be the best trilogy of all time. You
No.
gotta get pumped for Paddington in Peru. Yes, Paddington movies are absolutely amazing. I love Paddington 2 and the first one. They are so good. You guys have seen Paddington, right? You got it. Oh my, that's going to be a Collectors Club recommendation. That's going to come up for you. Oh, those movies
No.
are so good. They're so
I haven't
good.
seen it.
The first one. I know.
Fuck. Oh,
Nope.
What's going on here? This is a travesty. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, you got to see those two. I'm telling you, you think it's going to be a whatever, just like a little kid or a family movie, and it is a family movie, but there's so much heart and emotion, great character development. I mean, to give this little CGI bear just so much personality is astonishing. And you don't expect it. You start watching these movies, you get choked up, you get teary-eyed. I'm telling you, there's some emotional feels in this movie, and it's very entertaining at the same time. It's just like a fun adventure story. So that's your guys' homework. Go watch the Paddington movies. Oh my goodness. But anyway, Paddington in Peru is going to knock it out of the park. And like I said, if this movie is amazing, like I expect it's going to be, that's 3 amazing Paddington movies, one of the best trilogies of all time. I mean, all you have to do is look at the critic scores, the audience scores. They're like high. I know Paddington 2 was 100% for a while. I think somebody review bombed it and then it got knocked down to 99 or 98 or something like that. But it was such a high score for the longest time with so many reviews in there. I was shocked by it. I'm like, for a time, it was doing better than The Godfather. I'm like, this is amazing because it just had so many reviews in there, giving it that 100% for a while. But yeah, I'm pumped for this movie. It's going to be so good. And taking it to Peru, I mean, hey, a whole new fun adventure, new locations. I like them changing it up just a little bit. But ready for some marmalade. You got to eat some marmalade while you watch it. If you've seen the Paddington movies, you know what I'm talking about.
That went right over my head.
Yeah.
Man, come on, people. It's like
I
marmalade.
will not
like
eat
amazing in
marmalade.
that movie.
Yeah. I want caramel popcorn.
I can't believe. But Eddie, you said you saw Paddington 1?
It's just the first one. Yeah, I that's about it.
Did you like
I
it?
enjoyed it. It was good. It was good.
It
was good.
Right? Yeah.
It was solid. It was like a solid, cute family movie. I need. It's been a while though. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it deserves a revisit. But Paddington 2, like if you like Paddington 1 well enough, Paddington 2 takes it up 10 levels.
Damn.
Levels.
I mean, come on.
10
You guys
levels.
I'm telling you, it's that good. And you guys have seen The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
shout out Paddington in there. That's for a reason because Paddington is so dang good.
I'm not sure.
Man,
that's
I
the
don't
reason,
think I
but-
told anybody on Paddington. Man, bummer. Well, I guess
Yeah.
nobody else excited, so I'll give it my little thumbs
Ah.
up.
I'll admit I didn't know that was gonna come out in 2024.
Oh yeah. Well, the research
to know.
said that to me. We haven't seen a trailer yet. But,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
before it comes out, we binge the first
Yeah.
two or watch the first two and then check out.
They're
part 3.
quick, easy watches, and at the very least, I don't think I've ever heard anybody hating Paddington. Like at the very least, it's just, that was a delight. That was a nice family movie. And then
That's
other
kinda
people
where I'm
like
at.
me are like, it's amazing. You got to see this.
Or
That's
I
good.
just
That's
haven't
good
seen it.
standard. All right. Let's see. Oh my, Collector Movie Man, you got to get
You
on the
ain't seen it?
Paddington train.
Right?
You got to
You never
see
seen
it.
No.
All right, let's see. Let's jump into the comments real quick before we move on. Brandon is saying my anticipated movies of this year are Despisable Me. I'm guessing Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Transformers 1, Inside Out 2, Garfield, and The Tiger's Apprentice. I haven't heard of that one. The Wild Rope. I've never heard of that last one. Have you guys heard of them?
No.
I've heard of the other ones, not that last one though. But I know Brandon, he's big into animation. But those look like some good animated movies for sure.
I'm super interested for Transformers 1 though, because it's actually a Cybertron movie. That's kind of cool.
All right, so we're on to number 3. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's start with Eddie this time. What do you got for number 3?
All right. So my number 3 is going to be Furiosa.
Nice.
So yeah, I love Mad Max, Fury Road. Didn't really grow up on the original Mad Max, and I honestly haven't seen those, so you can call me a fake fan. But Fury Road, one of my favorites. Like if I had to compile like a top 50 favorite movies, I say that would be on there. One of the best action movies of the last, whatever you want to decade. I mean, so Furiosa's character really interesting. I think she deserves some backstory. I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do, especially with Anya Taylor-Joy, who just knocks it out of the park every time. Chris Hemsworth is in this, so another guy never misses for me. I mean, well, a little bit in the MCU, but I really love his acting and presence. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I did see the trailer; it looks really good. Have y'all seen the trailer? Did y'all?
Oh yeah.
I think I stayed away from the trailer. I do want to look forward to it. I've seen Mad Max Fury Road before. Really good action movie. And Anya Taylor-Joy is one of my favorite actresses working today.
Yeah. This is one that I do want to check out in theaters. I mean, I don't make it too often, but this is one that I definitely want to check out in theaters.
Part of me is genuinely curious if you went back and revisited, then go check out the first several movies, because since Fury Road was your introduction, they're vastly different but still very good. Like Fury Road takes the action and spectacle up to a 10, and that's not really what the other ones are. And Mad Max is actually kind of a backseat in his own movie. It's great, but he's kind of a secondary character in his Mad Max movie, but he's not in the Mel Gibson movies. They're very, very good, but not as big and epic. I definitely would check him out though.
Yeah, is there like there was a recent 4K set or something, right?
Was it Kino that did 1 and 2? I think Kino did 1 and 2.
I thought there was a complete 4K set, wasn't there?
Well, yeah, but I don't think Kino did. I think.
Yeah.
There is that, but Kino did. Pretty sure Kino. Someone could correct me. I think
So
Kino.
that's all 3.
Yeah, but that's the studio release. The Kino one has more special features and all that.
So it looks like you guys are all
gotta get on
excited
this.
for that. I'm the only one that's like, only interested in it because of Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
Fury Road to me, I'm like, there's a lot of sand, there's a lot of people yelling.
But Mike, you always need a reason to go to the theater and use your card, so you'll see.
Oh, I'll see. I'm going to see everything that's mentioned tonight. I'm going to see them all.
Yeah.
That's never even a question.
To be fair, though, it's nice that it's still in George Miller's hands, though. Like, it's still the same guy helming the franchise. That's pretty cool.
Yes, I agreed. Yeah, I'm seeing. I need to get on those originals. I'm seeing it here on Amazon for $50. I think the one you showed, Huck.
Yeah, and I've even seen that one. I think it's gotten down to $40 before, like on some Prime days, and some holiday sales. So, yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm crazy. Yeah, no. Mad Max was Kino Lorber, because that has more special features. But the studio release for all of them is a good price. You're going to pay half that just for the Kino Lorber alone.
All right, Huck, you ready?
Yeah. We doing it? All right, let's see. I'm gonna do. I'll do Beetlejuice 2. I'll do just because it's probably my favorite Tim Burton film. I'm a big fan of Jenna Ortega right now. Wednesday was fantastic. Loved that show a lot. And I want to see if Tim still has his secret sauce when it comes to things like that. It's been a long time, Tim, like we just talked about with Top Gun. So it's like, can he bring back what made that movie unique and special? Winona Ryder's coming back, so I'm just really hyped to hope that we're getting a good sequel. I don't expect it to be great, but I really want it to be great. So, you know, and a lot of the cast is coming back, which I appreciate. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes. But I would love to see what happens with, you know, similar to the whole Ghostbusters thing. I want to see what happens with Beetlejuice.
So who's coming back for that one? Well, besides Michael Keaton.
Well, Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara is coming back.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
And then you got Jenna Ortega in there. That's going to be awesome.
Right.
So
I haven't jumped on her train yet.
Really? Oh
Nah.
my gosh. Jenna Ortega. She's like number one. Oh, there's so many good actresses today that she's like number one. She's top 3 for sure today.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
with popularity wise, but
Eddie, you'll love it. You'll love it because Willem Dafoe is going to be in it.
Ooh, sold.
Right? I figured you like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm you know, I sometimes just get worried with these you know, sequels that come out 2 decades later.
But hey,
So
you got the
I did
same
too.
talent involved. There's no major reason why it should not be good besides it coming out so far. But Maverick did it. Not every film's Maverick.
Well,
not saying it's going to be Maverick level, but
The only thing I'll say against Maverick is it's not the same director. A new director came to give it a fresh spin. The same actor's there who's grown in his talent. But Burton's the same director, and directors do grow. Like Spielberg grew as a filmmaker, and his style changed, you know? So it's even though Burton still has that sort of bizarre thing. If you watched Wednesday, you know he still has that great dark, twisted look. Like the scenery always looks a little off, which is great. So having seen Wednesday, I would say he definitely still has the chops. So, but
yeah, I'm a
it's
massive Tim Burton fan. I think I like mostly all his movies. So besides Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that was a step down.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Can't all be
Burton
hits.
for me. There's highs and there's lows with Burton for me personally. So
Absolutely.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
well, if anybody wants a Burton Blu-ray Edward Scissorhands, consider the high level $20
yeah.
super
That's
chat
one of the highs.
for
That's one of the Burton
high-tier
highs.
membership. It's a very good one.
Get that Blu-ray, guys.
Yes. All right. Okay. We're on Dimension, right? Dimension. What do we got?
All right. Next up for me is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because I grew up with Sonic. I played Sonic. I watched Sonic in anime form, and I cannot wait to see the badass Shadow the Hedgehog that we got a teaser of at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That movie is going to be awesome. Those movies are so fun. I like both of them. I don't think there was an issue with either one of those. Yeah. And you throw Shadow in there, third one's going to be great. But I don't think Jim Carrey's back, for number 3, is he?
That was a surprise.
Yeah, that might be the only issue if Jim Carrey is not
I
back.
feel like he was a big selling point.
Yeah.
He's great in that role.
Yeah, but I know after Sonic 2, he was saying he wanted to retire and go painting and all that. So I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need him to come back to do another Ace Ventura. That's what we need.
Could you imagine him at this age doing an Ace Ventura? I'm actually excited to see it as well, though, just because I just watched 1 and 2 with my daughter, and they were fun. They were fun, cute movies that were like surprisingly better than I was expecting. So I would take her to the theater and see that. So that's why I'm jazzed for it.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do right by the fans because they fixed the ugly Sonic character and
with the
updated that
teeth.
character for the movie. So they want to do right by the fans. Hopefully they just pull it off. All right. Tim, what are you thinking?
All right, so this one, I don't know how many of you guys even saw the trailer or even know what this is, but Love Lies Bleeding. It's an A24 movie. It looks good. Kristen Stewart, got a lot of shit for part of her career because of Twilight and all that, but she's coming to her own as a really good actress. You also have Ed Harris and Dave Franco in this. It's a crime, drug, romance type movie. It looks really, really freaking good. The score and the soundtrack sounds really good. I'm hoping it's like that in the movie. It's all 80s based. Please be good. It looks fantastic based off the trailers.
Absolutely agreed. I'm so excited for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has the A24 vibe.
Yep.
But A24 has been hitting it out of the park with so many movies. If it can do, similar vibe to like an Iron Claw, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I don't make it to the theater all that much, but I'll be in the theater twice in March, actually, because this and Ghostbusters are both March. So shockingly, I'll be twice in March.
Has anybody else on the panel seen the trailer for that one?
No.
No.
No, haven't heard of it till now.
It's the same director as Saint Maud. Yeah, if that hurts or helps.
I'm familiar with the movie. I haven't seen it though. I know it's like horror.
This one is not going to be. This is all crime, romance, drugs.
Yeah. No, Saint Maud though, right? Saint Maud is
horror-esque.
Horror. Yeah. Okay.
And what's the other actress in that one? That's like the muscular bodybuilding looking one. I'm like, that transformation was like.
Yeah, so I can't pronounce Anna Baryshnikov. I don't know. It sounds like a Russian type name or something. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a exciting movie to watch.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What's my number 3? Oh man, my third one was Ghostbusters. Tim got that one, so let's pivot here. All right, this hasn't been taken yet. We will go with Deadpool 3, another potential amazing trilogy here. The first two,
I was saving that was my number one.
Well, see, I had to swoop in on it. The first two Deadpool movies are so good. Ryan Reynolds is perfect casting. You guys know I really like Ryan Reynolds. I've been, talking about him getting snubbed by the Oscars. Why isn't he nominated for these movies? But if they can do something similar to the first two movies, and I think Ryan Reynolds still has a lot of creative control. I know it's under Disney now. Has that changed anything? Are they making it less of a hard R type of movie? I don't know. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. But they can keep the same style, keep the same flavor. Why isn't it going to be great? You throw Hugh Jackman in there as Wolverine. This should be an amazing movie. This should be a very fun type of Marvel movie. And I think it's the Marvel movie that I've been the most excited for in a long while. So I'm ready for this one. And I need something to recover after the Marvels. And I think Deadpool 3 is the one we need. You guys excited for it? I know Dimension's excited. Huck, you ready for this one?
Yeah, it's funny that this is the only Marvel movie coming out this year. And yet Disney can't get out of their own way. Like they have a good, talented team making a Deadpool movie. It's not a Disney movie. So the violence that they want to have, you need to let them have that. Like this isn't your brand. This is their brand that they had before you bought them. And now that you bought Fox, you bought Deadpool and you bought that type of style. Yes, they're the ones paying for it, but everyone's getting in each other's way. And unfortunately, I think that's I don't know if that's going to cause anything. I think the fans are still going to come out to see it and they're going to back Hugh Jackman and Ryan up and just go see it. But, I don't know. I feel like some people are going to get like, well, I'm mad at Disney, so I'm not going to go. I'm like, well, yeah, you're going to go. It's because you like the movie.
Yeah.
But
and Disney has done some good stuff. Like Prey was really good under them. So I'll take that. Could be on that same level.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see. I'm a little nervous for it. I mean, just like the reasons that you mentioned, the merger and everything, or Disney kind of owning the rights and everything. But I'm always going to be there. Deadpool, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Who's not going to go see them?
Yeah, but Prey also wasn't as graphic as a Deadpool movie. Like they get pretty good gory in those. Yeah,
And it's also a movie that they didn't trust enough to even put in theaters. They just shove it onto Hulu.
Oh yeah, Prey, right? Yeah,
Totally a misstep. Oh, that movie would have done pretty.
like
solid.
whoopsie. Yeah.
And then Dimension, you said that was your number one. Why are you excited?
Well, I'm excited to see maybe all the Easter eggs, like Deadpool likes to break the fourth wall. I'm excited to see what Hugh Jackman does in the yellow spandex that we've been kind of getting teasers of for a very long time since the original X-Men movie. In fact, if you go watch one of the deleted scenes from the Wolverine, he almost had the original classic yellow suit. And now we're finally getting that in Deadpool 3. And I've been hearing so many rumors about who's going to be showing up in this movie. They're even
And no worries, we're not going to spoil anything right now, so don't say anything. We'll keep it spoiler free, but continue to mention. I just wanted to say that we don't want to spoil anything.
Anyway, I'm really most excited to see how Deadpool breaks the fourth wall in that movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be tons of great fan service stuff in there and Easter eggs, so hopefully it's good. And Disney needs this to be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
They need to win back the fans, because could you imagine if this is even just like average or mediocre? They have like so many other projects coming out the following year. Those are going to be dead on arrival if Deadpool 3 does not deliver. So
yeah, I hope they don't mix in some of that MCU formula, very formulaic, predictable storylines.
That's exactly why I'm really not that excited on this. I actually liked 1 and 2, and I don't care at all really for 3. The fact that it's an MCU movie, I'm afraid of Kevin Feige just kind of getting his hands all over it, and it has to be part of the big interconnected universe, and I don't want that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
We'll see.
already rumblings about that happening. They were even going to try to shoehorn She-Hulk in there, and then
hard pass on all this ideas.
yeah, we'll see where it goes.
all right, Tim, what are you excited for?
All right, so the next one is a movie that was going to come out in March. It got bumped, but from what I understand, it still will come out this year. It's called Mickey 17, and it's the next Bong Joon-ho movie, and it stars Steven Yeun, Mark Ruffalo, Pattinson, and Toni Collette. I mean, that cast with Bong Joon-ho, and this is already a pretty critically acclaimed book. Mickey 7 is the book. It's about expendable clones that are sent on missions that are too high risk for people, so that the clones are expendable. If they die on the way, just make another one. So I think Pattinson is playing one of the clone characters. So, and the 17 stands for he would be like the 17th iteration of that clone. So I'm excited. I mean, Bong Joon-ho, that alone means I'm in.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see why they changed it to 17. Like, what are they going to do with that? Is it going to be a larger body count at the beginning? Maybe. Like, let's go through these 16 deaths and then get right. Because why would you change it from 7 to 17?
Yeah.
But, have you read the book though, Tim?
No, my friend read the book. I didn't get around to the book yet, but she loved the book.
Nice. Everybody else excited for that one?
It does sound
I didn't
good,
look.
but I'm just
Yeah, that sounds good.
I want to see a trailer.
I'm always. Sorry, Huck. I'll keep like.
No, we're good. Yeah.
No, same. I haven't heard anything about it. I had heard the name. I didn't know it was going to be Bong Joon-ho, so that got me excited.
There's no trailers or promotional stills yet, but I can't imagine Bong Joon-ho behind this. I feel like they might have bumped it to try to put it closer towards award season. Is my thought maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
that's
be.
just what I was gonna ask, because I'm like, it got moved. Why did they move it? Were they afraid of competition? I don't know.
Yeah, with award seasons, unless your movie is absolutely phenomenal, if you come out in that first half of the year, you're forgotten by awards time. You need to come out in that second half.
All right, nice. Okay, I think I got everybody there. Right? Did it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, we're on. Which one are we on now? I don't even know what we're on anymore.
Well, 2 is next. Has everyone done their number 3?
I've done 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So
we're on
everyone's-
2 right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Tim, you just gave your third, right? Or did you give your 2?
I don't know. What did
I
I
don't
get?
even remember
I gave
anymore.
Ghostbusters, Civil War, Mickey, and no, I gave 4.
Okay, so yeah, we are on
So
the number
you
2.
started
Tim
the next
started
round.
at 9.
Good job, Mike.
It's all right. It's a late night. We understand. Late in the week.
Yeah.
Oh well, okay, Huck, Mr. Confidence over there knows which
Well-
one we're on. What do you got?
No, I was simply just saying, where are we? All right. There's so many interesting things. So I'm gonna go with, only because I really loved the first 2, and that would be A Quiet Place Day One.
Nice.
I think those 2 films are equally fantastic. When I saw the sequel, I was just like, it's as good as the first, and it's, to me, that's a rare thing. Now I know that John Krasinski isn't behind this one, from what I understand, but I'm hoping that the people that put it together have the same skill and talent. You know, sort of like the new Ghostbusters. Is that one going to have the same secret sauce? So if A Quiet Place Day One has that, then I'm excited to see how that trilogy works itself out, because this is all about when they get here. And that's what I loved about part 2, is it sort of jumped back in time, showed how they came, and then brought us back to where Emily Blunt was left, you know, from the first one. I love that. And then it just made me want to know more about when the aliens arrived. And now it's sort of like a trilogy that's working itself backwards, which is an interesting premise. So I'm super keen on seeing how that one goes. And I really want to see that one in the theater. I didn't get to see either of the other 2 in the theater. And I heard that sound design was amazing in a theater.
Oh, one
Yes.
was incredible in the theater. That was one of my favorite
Yeah.
experiences.
Yeah.
I saw part 2 in theater, and for a movie called A Quiet Place, that was loud.
Nice.
Was I cutting off there?
A little
Oh,
bit.
A little laggy, but we heard you.
Yeah, those Quiet Place movies are so good, though. Man, what you can do with not too much talking is wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, it's a visual medium. So, you know, if you got good filmmakers, it's awesome.
And this new one, I don't know if you said, Huck, is this a prequel or is this a...
I mean, it's supposed to be connected, and going by the title, Day One, I'm assuming
Oh, it's the
it
very first.
it now backs up to when the aliens arrive,
Hmm.
and then, you know, what that's all about. So
I feel like they did that, though. Didn't they do that a little bit
Well,
in part 2 with the flashbacks?
yeah, the
Or more of
flashback has them arriving and
Hmm.
showing you what that is. But now it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen nothing. There's no trailer or anything yet. There's a lot of fan BS. Like, I tried looking it up before this, but it's like, well, it's a fan trailer. I get so irritated. There's so many fan trailers out there.
But they say official trailers, right? They always say
Yeah, they
official.
do. I'm like, you're not an official trailer. So maybe it's even more of the Day One aspect. Maybe we actually get into the aliens. You know, maybe we pull a Close Encounters of the Third Kind special edition and we get in the ships and we see what their deal is. You know, maybe that's what they're going to serve up.
Nice.
Kind of like
We'll
the
see.
mystery of it all, though. Like,
Yeah,
does
I did
everything
too.
have to be
Yeah.
explained?
No, it
You hit it right on the nose, Eddie. That's what I was thinking. I don't want to know. I liked 2 well enough. I didn't even want. I thought 1 was just fantastic as its own standalone, and I don't want to know anything else. Like,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued enough that I saw 1 and 2 that I'll still watch this one, but mystery is a good thing. I like not knowing.
Yeah, keep some mystery.
All right. Eddie, what are you thinking?
All right. So my next one is going to be a movie that I just heard about recently, as early as today, and that's called Tuesday.
I just watched that trailer today.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
God.
too.
Yes. Nice. Yes. Hype me up right away. Going to be an A24 film starring Julie Louis-Dreyfus. So always a treat to see her, you know, still doing her thing. And I mean, I have all the faith in the world in A24, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Talk to Me, just coming out last year, you know, giving these new directors, not very well known, giving them a chance, giving them a shot. And of course, Talk to Me was a huge hit. Loved that movie. Probably one of my favorites of the year. And from what I understand, this is also going to be a directorial debut for a female director. I'm not sure what her name is, but I'm always excited to check out, a newcomer to the film industry, the movie industry. And yeah, from the trailer, if I can say, I mean, it's in the trailer, so
Yeah.
It's in the trailer. You're good.
all right. So it's going to be a movie about loss, grief. It looks like a tearjerker. A mother who seems to have a child. I don't know if she's sick but she gets a visit from a talking parrot who seems to be representing death. So it looks interesting. It's got me hooked. So I'm definitely excited to check that one out.
Yeah, that trailer finished. I'm like, this is totally me. Like, yeah, like you said, the parrot seems like it's representing death, and you have to cope with the impending loss. And it looks so good. It looks like I'm gonna cry, and I love that when a movie hits you right there. Oh, love it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
funny,
if the trailer
I
can make you
literally-
feel something, it's
Yeah,
gonna be good.
I just saw it too, Eddie, and the trailer was awesome. I had it on my short list here. I'm like, in case nobody says it, I have Tuesday right here. And it looked so good that instantly, of course, you think, well, there's Julie Louis-Dreyfus' Oscar nomination. Like, that's how good she looks just in the trailer. Like I can't imagine like her not being stupendous. She's already won tons of Emmys, so I'm excited to see that.
A24 does some really interesting stuff, man. Whenever I see that A24 logo, it's like I'm willing to at least give it a shot. Worst case, it's not great, but most of their stuff hits it out of the park.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you guys described this one because I'm like, Tuesday, what is this? I've never heard of this one. Is this a prequel to Friday? I don't know. But yeah, it sounds interesting. Nice. Talking parrot. Okay.
I know it's weird. So watch the trailer. You're like, what? And yeah.
Yeah, and it's
got
not
a
like a regular
strange-
parrot. It like shrinks and grows, and it's crazy looking.
It has a
Superpowered
very, very deep, eerie voice. I thought to
Yeah.
myself, why is that the voice they picked? That's so weird. Like I can picture a different voice. Maybe there's a reason, like you said, if it's Death, then Death would definitely have an ominous voice like that. But it's coming out of a parrot, so you figured we have more of a not a Ryan Reynolds voice, but something something a little different.
Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't Chris Pratt or
Oh
something like
God.
Exactly. Or Ryan Reynolds.
All right. Dimension.
All right. My number 2 is going to be Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. I love watching me some fun, action-packed popcorn flicks. I love me some Godzilla. I'm excited to see what Godzilla does, and I'm excited to see his partnership with Kong and all that stuff. I've seen the trailer. It looks a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I had a blast with Godzilla vs. Kong, so if they can at least have that level of fun, I'm ready for it. Why not? It's going to sound great. We know that.
I just love the shot in the trailer, though. It's such a Michael Bay moment where they're both running and hauling ass towards the camera like this. I'm like, oh, Godzilla would never run like that. It's like he has short little legs, but he's hoofing it, and his arms look longer. Like he can, I don't know. It's funny, but it looks great. It looks like a good Kong v Godzilla movie.
The last Godzilla vs. Kong, the stuff with Godzilla and Kong, there was a lot of spectacle and a lot of fun. And then it transitioned back to the humans again with like super uninteresting stories. And I'm like, oh my God. Like it's like half a fun movie and half just like get what's her name from Stranger Things off the screen and all of the side stories did not interest me in the slightest.
Yeah, they cannot do humans well. Just like if you're gonna do humans that way, just take the humans out of it completely. Just focus on the monsters at that point.
If it can be more like Godzilla -1 and less
That's what I
like
was just gonna
Godzilla
say.
versus Kong.
I know, isn't it
mean-
strange how they found a way to do the humans extremely emotionally in Godzilla -1? It was like,
Leave it to the people who created Godzilla.
yeah. Oh, and if you don't have the 4K of that is a absolute beta test for your system. It looks unbelievable. It looks so good. Like the
You're saying
close up,
Godzilla
the
versus Kong?
detail. Yeah, the detail in Kong and Godzilla looked absolutely spectacular. Just skip to the fight scenes. That's all you need. And then take the rest of the movie out.
I got that one on Black Friday like 2 years ago, and I still haven't watched it.
Oh, dude, just pop it in to
Andy,
watch
so
like a
good.
scene so you can like check out the faces. They look
But-
great.
When the humans pop on the screen, just fast forward until Godzilla
Yeah.
and Kong come back.
Skip. Yeah, skip.
Man.
You know,
Yeah,
I
I
saw that
remember,
movie.
wasn't-
Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
Oh no, go for it. Go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I my first experience with that one was when they were doing that whole straight to streaming, straight to HBO Max. So it wasn't the same, watching at home on streaming. Those are the kinds of movies you just got to get out to the theaters.
Yeah, you need a good crowd for that one.
Oh, that's-
Everybody cheering when the monsters are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, are we on to me? I think we're on to me now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. I think a lot of mine were taken. So, we're going to have to pivot here, but let's go with Challengers. I've seen this trailer a whole bunch
Yes.
of times now with the movies I've been seeing recently,
Yeah.
but it looks surprisingly good. I believe we got Zendaya starring
Yeah.
in this one, right? She looks scary in this one, actually. Just her personality just looks very manipulative and just like, I don't know what's going on here. It's like a love triangle. There's tennis in this one. I do like inspirational sports stories, but it seems like this might take more the Raging Bull route where it's more dramatic. So I don't know how it's going to end, but the acting talent's great. The music sounded great in the trailer. So it could be fun. Some surprises in there, maybe. Who knows?
This is the new what's his name? Luca Guada, whatever. That Call Me by Your Name. Yeah, it's him, right?
I have
I
no
believe
idea.
so. I believe so. It rings a bell. Yeah, it's that tennis one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, with Zendaya. Yeah, it looks good. It looks like a mysterious, like she's got something going on.
She's plotting something.
She's plotting something. Yeah, it looks good.
But then
Yeah.
there's surprises in there too. Like in the trailer, like her leg gets injured, and you're like, "Oh, what's going on with that?" So there might be some twists and turns in there.
Yeah, and she looks really pissed about it. Like it was something one of the other guys caused. And so she looks really unhappy. And I'm like, oh, okay. Revenge. Come on. It's gonna be like another promising young woman.
It looks like a King Richard mixed with a Euphoria type of movie.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you sold me on that. King Richard was great. So that was a good
I
movie.
did love King Richard.
That movie was so good. All right. So we are now on to last one here. Last one. And then we'll have honorable mentions, of course. So stick around, people. But number one. Let's go, Huck. You ready, Huck, for number one?
I am ready. I've been going through the list and all the checkoffs. You know what? I'm just going to cut to it. I'm going to go for a big popcorn flick on the last one here. I grew up as a massive fan of this franchise, and I had no clue there was a fourth one coming out, and that is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. I love the original with the makeup prosthetics and Roddy McDowell and all that good stuff. But I do feel like they've done some good work on these updated ones. And so, yeah, I when I saw the trailer, I'm like, they made another one? Like, I had heard they were going to start over and do more of the human under makeup stuff, like Tim Burton did. But, clearly they didn't. They're sticking with the old CGI monkeys. Mm-hmm. And it looks fun. I'm very curious to see if this is certainly a long time after Caesar, so it's not that Caesar's not in charge. It's something else. So I'm very fascinated to see where the progression of the story has gone and what's happened to the humans and all that jazz. So bring on some apes.
And now they're speaking English, which is kind of a fun way to twist it up.
Uh-huh.
But I have to ask, Huck, what's your favorite out of that new trilogy?
Well, it's funny. Like, a lot of people hate on War, but I thought War was actually quite good. I thought that Woody Harrelson was surprisingly really good in his role. So probably the second or third. The first one.
I love the first one. Rise to me feels more blockbustery, so that's what I like about it.
Yeah. First one's good. I liked how the first one set it up as this thing around the globe that's going on. But yeah, I think they're all good. They all weave together nicely. But yeah,
I still think Rise of the Planet of the Apes with James Franco is still the best.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's my favorite right there. How about you guys, Tim, Eddie? You guys like those new ones?
Yeah, I would say my favorite is probably Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I love that whole apocalyptic feel to it, with the humans kind of having their own little community and running into the apes. That big battle at the end, yeah,
It was good.
That's great.
Yes, I only saw the first two. I guess I don't really. They're not bad. I just don't really care that much, I guess.
Right.
I really like the 2001, the Tim Burton one. That's like a guilty
I like
pleasure
that
for
one
me.
too.
I love
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
That one as well.
I heard everybody.
I thought I was alone on this. Everyone
Never.
hates that movie.
Oh, no way, dude. I'm right there with you. Anytime it's actors under prosthetics to bring those
Yes.
prosthetics alive, I love it. Tim Roth is phenomenal.
I was gonna say
do that.
Paul Giamatti is
Yeah. Can't we all just get along? Oh, it's hilarious.
except the ending though. I mean, I still to this day.
Hey, the ending's all right. It is what it is. It's like you can't top the original, so I'll take the ending. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
It doesn't taint the rest of the movie for me. It just goes, oh, all right. Like, you know what I mean? Rather than being like the original, it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make me like. I think the ending is what people just trash and go, it's a terrible movie. Did you see the ending? I'm like, take the ending off. What'd you think of the rest of the movie? Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, the
it's
battle
solid.
was great with the explosion. Oh my god!
Oh, and all the monkeys flying around. Oh, it was great.
All right, Eddie, the
All
last
right,
one.
my turn. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I think I was gonna go with that one, but Huck took it from me. So I'm gonna.
Sorry, bud.
No, it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with. All right, let me see here. All right, I don't know much about it. I don't even know when it's coming out. I haven't heard much of anything, but I think it's coming out in 2024. But The Strangers Part 1. Have you heard of anything about that at all?
It's supposed to be a trilogy, right?
Is it? Again, I don't.
No.
I just thought that the first one was really, really good and super effective with the whole, home invasion, and then I mean that was scary. That was really scary to me. So because it's realistic, it can happen to anyone. A couple of freaks in a mask just invading your house and murdering you. But so I'm interested to see where this kind of like franchise, I guess. I'm curious to see where they take it. Again, don't really have any info behind it, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I like those Stranger movies. They're pretty good for slashers. And the best line out of it is when they ask, "Why are you doing this to us?" And they're like, "Well, you were home, you were there. You answered the door. There you go."
Yeah, exactly.
Terrifying. But yeah, I thought I heard it was supposed to be like a new trilogy, if I remember correctly, but who knows?
Okay. Yeah, no, I need to look into it a little bit more, but it's one of those where I really don't want to look into it too much. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't watch trailers for every movie there's a lot of times I don't even watch trailers at all. So,
me too. Yeah. I try to avoid them if I can, but usually I'll see them, before the start of the movie. That's when I get
yeah, I'll watch it for like, the big blockbusters, Dune, Furiosa, the big ones, but the more lesser known or indie, whatever, I don't usually like to watch them too much.
All right, Dimension.
All right, since we already talked about Deadpool 3, I'm going with Ballerina. And for those of you who don't know, this is the first spin-off film in the John Wick series, starring what's her name, Ana de Armas. So she's going to be in the lead. I seen the trailer; it looks amazing. I like that actress. Seen her in stuff like Knock Knock. She was in Knives Out. She was in this movie starring Ben Affleck. So she's definitely a pretty good actress in my mind. So I'm ready to see her do some butt kicking in an action thriller movie like Ballerina. It's supposed to be set like between John Wick 2 and 3. So, and I think Keanu Reeves is going to make a cameo somewhere. So I think that should be fun. It's supposed to be out June during the summer.
Yeah. If it's a fun action movie, I'll take it. I've liked all the John Wick movies so far, so why not? The only thing is I haven't seen that spin-off series. Have you guys seen The Continental? Was that any good?
Just one episode.
How was it?
It was all right. It was just all right, Like what sometimes a lot of these things are so dramatic. It's just like, like there's no fun put into those type of shows. I'm just like, and when things are just so dramatic, I just kind of tune. I'm like, all right, I get it. It's a drama. It's just, but it's this fictional place. So it's like, why is this so heavy? It's so heavy. Like I tried watching Succession last night. I'm like, what's the big deal with that show?
Oh, I'm not a Succession fan. I saw the first season and I'm like, no, I'm off this train. I cannot. No.
Yeah.
It's like horrible people doing horrible things to each other.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a well-filmed show. It's well-written and all that, so I get it, but still, that's not my taste.
Not for you.
But yeah, hopefully Ballerina is good. All right, Tim, what are you thinking?
Trailer just came out today, and I'm not anti-remake. I'm kind of excited on Roadhouse. I thought the trailer looked like a lot of fun, and it's Doug Liman. Edge of Tomorrow is freaking awesome. So I'm for that. Gyllenhaal is good more than not. This is the same writer as Nice Guys. I love Nice Guys. So everything lines up pretty good. I think the only knock against it for people is just that it's a remake, but it looks good. And apparently Gyllenhaal and Liman signed up not knowing it was going to be a streaming movie. So like they're both pissed, and Lyman's actually boycotting the premiere because he's pissed that it's going to Amazon Prime. That's kind of crummy to not let them know before they signed on, but
yeah,
it looks like a fun movie.
Yeah, I agree. I almost said that one, to be honest. It looks like a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely taking there's a little nod, like in the trailer, he's in the hospital and like, does this happen to you a lot? Yeah, Yeah. But the rest of it feels so much bigger than the original Roadhouse. The Roadhouse is a very intimate action movie. It all, takes place in this backwoods like bar. But this thing looks very much like Miami Vice, the movie, where it's like, lots of explosions and chases and all that. So, yeah, and the fight scenes look harder and more hardcore. But it looks fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping. It doesn't look like it's trying to take itself too seriously. I want some throat rips, man. At least one throat rip.
Yeah. I have one. Just start the movie off with that. right at the front.
Man, I wish it's getting a theatrical release, though. That's a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's kind of crummy. They actually, Lyman and Gyllenhaal screened the movie specifically for Bezos, kind of begging Bezos to put it in theaters, and it's still going to streaming. They want it to be a big streaming tent pole, so that's crummy.
Yeah. All
right, so I think we're on to me now. Let's see what hasn't been chosen. Okay, we will go with If stands for Imaginary Friends, the new Ryan Reynolds movie. We've already talked about. I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan, so if this can live up close to Free Guy, probably won't be that level, but if it can get kind of in that area, it's going to be awesome. But it reminds me of that cartoon I used to watch, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. So really cool imaginary creatures in there. Looks like it could be a fun family movie. And it looks like there's some good comedy in there. I was laughing a few times during the trailer. So, hey, I'll take a fun, easygoing family comedy. Why not? So, you were saying you saw the trailer too, Huck?
Yeah, I was like watching a bunch of trailers today. It looks very cute. I could see it being a really good time for families at the theater. It has a little bit of a Monsters, Inc. vibe to it, because, of the monster aspect, and there's a line in it that made me think of Monsters, Inc. But yeah, I think it could be cute.
What was the name of this one again?
If. Imaginary friend.
Yeah, I wonder why they couldn't say imaginary friend. I wonder if that was already taken. And then there's another imaginary movie coming out that's just called Imaginary. That's a horror movie. So it's like, who knows? Yeah, hopefully
maybe they'll connect the movies in a creepy way.
Could you imagine crossover?
Right.
Here you go. All right, so let's go ahead and run through then honorable mentions real quickly here. So if you want to shout out maybe just a couple that we haven't mentioned yet, we'll do that. All right, Huck, you still got a couple remaining?
Yeah. This was actually on my list, but I sort of pinged back and forth. Is Dune 2. I enjoyed Dune 1. I watched it with my wife, and I could follow it much easier than the David Lynch movie. And I really want to see how it kind of plays out in the second one. So I'm looking forward to that. And Axel F. Eddie Murphy's been sort of back on the scene, and I love seeing Eddie come back and do some comedies. And I'd love to see, how Axel F. does. Right? That's a movie, right? Is it going to be a TV show or a movie?
Is it going straight to streaming though?
Yeah, it's
That's what
Netflix.
Mhm.
Oh, it is Netflix. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's what I was thinking. It might be a TV show, but yeah. So I want to see those.
I remember watching some talk show interviews on that one, and he's like, they're trying to have me do the same old moves, but I'm a lot older now, so it's
Yeah.
difficult to keep up.
Yeah.
That was funny. So we'll see how the stunts are in that one. All right, Eddie.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out Maxine. Why not?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Gonna be supposedly the third film of the trilogy. So I'm seeing I was seeing that it's gonna be taking place in the 80s, I want to say. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just interested to see how the story concludes, especially with this whole drama surrounding what's her name? What's the actress's name?
Mia
Did y'all
Goth.
hear? Yeah, Mia Goth. Did y'all hear about that?
I didn't
No.
hear no drama.
No.
There's drama going on.
Apparently, she kicked somebody in the head on set.
Oh, I did hear about. Yeah. It was an
Yeah.
extra guy, and then he complained
Yeah.
and he was kicked in the skull.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that'll affect the movie. We'll see.
Most people aren't gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did like X and Pearl, so I liked them enough to check this one out. So
Yeah, I wonder if that one's gonna be more like X or more like Pearl. Because I loved X, but I hated Pearl. So we'll see.
really,
Yeah. I know most people like Pearl more, but I'm like,
I think I preferred X.
yeah, I love X. The alligator kill. Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, I didn't even really like X, so I didn't even watch Pearl.
Oh, see, Tim, I think you would like Pearl. I think that would be more in your wheelhouse.
I was so uninterested in her character, though. I'm thinking, why do I want to watch a movie about her backstory? I didn't care about her current story, never mind her backstory.
But
It's
Mike
a way
hates it,
different
so that
vibe,
means
though.
you could like it.
Yeah, it's a way. No, I'm telling you, it's a way different vibe. Like those movies are completely different to me. So, but yeah, I'm excited for Maxine. 80s vibe, why not? All right, Dimension.
All right. I have Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 2. I have Kraven the Hunter. I have the new Karate Kid.
Oh yeah.
And I have this new alien film called Alien Romulus. I guess that's how you pronounce
Oh,
that.
Romulus. Yeah.
Romulus
Yeah, which is
And-
weird. It's like a Star Trek planet.
and Venom 3. Like I said earlier, I really like the Sony Marvel verse. It really is fun to me. Those are my remaining honorable mentions.
I'm glad you mentioned Kraven the Hunter because I'm like, if any Sony movie for the Spider-Verse is going to work, that's live action. Hopefully it's Kraven the Hunter. That trailer looked kind of interesting though. Lion blood fused with him. Straying away from the comics just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's supposed to be R. It's a hard R movie, so All right, Tim.
Well, only other one I had was the Alien Romulus. This is Fede Alvarez. He did Evil Dead 2013 and Don't Breathe, so I have a lot of faith. And especially after Prey, I'm really hoping this is a nice small scale, like we're done with those Ridley Scott ones. I didn't care for like Prometheus and stuff. I didn't care for those. I want like smaller scale, and maybe this will be that because that's mostly what Fede Alvarez has done. Like Don't Breathe is very intimate and small scale. So is Evil Dead 2013. So that's what I'm hoping this is. Maybe heavy on practical effects, small scale. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And it's getting a theatrical release, right? So that's good news.
I don't even know.
I think it is. I'm leaning towards it is. Hopefully.
They don't have I guess they're just going to lean on the fact that it's Alien. The cast is not very. There's not there's not well-known people to bank off of on the cast.
Hopefully that means big body count. Right?
All right. Well, you guys covered a lot of the movies. The only other one I can think of is the Lord of the Rings animated movie they're coming out with, which I do think it's this year, if I'm not mistaken. But that's cool, going back to the Lord of the Rings world, but doing it animated style. Maybe it can be on the quality of Spider-Verse. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know anything else about this movie. I don't even know what the story is going to be. I think it's a prequel, if I remember correctly, but who knows? We'll see.
There's actually two more that, if I can just list.
Oh, let's see if we got the same one. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go. For it.
So there's a Francis Ford Coppola movie coming out called Megalopolis, and apparently there's going to be an unnamed Jordan Peele movie slated for this year also.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm not the biggest Nope fan, but Peele is just so interesting. I really enjoyed Us, even though a lot of people weren't crazy on Us. I liked Us. Get Out's amazing. So yeah, give me more Jordan Peele.
And there's two more family movies we missed, which is Inside Out 2 and Panda 4. So you got those coming out.
Inside Out 2 looks fun, but at any point where you like, I hope there's an Inside Out 2.
No, I never craved that. Yeah, but
Pixar is they're starting to go heavily down that sequel road.
Oh yeah, because Disney is just doing a lot of sequels because they're doing Zootopia 2 as well. I don't know if that's this year, but they definitely announced it, so we'll see.
Sequels, remakes.
Disney. They all they do is mine their own product. They don't dig up anything. Remember in the 80s when they had like Buena Vista and Touchstone, and we got stuff like, comedies, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, Ruthless People, things like that. It's like, where are those other type of movies? They don't even bother me. I know.
What sucks though is Disney is so heavy on remaking their classics, but they don't think you made those classics in the first place. Who says you can't make other current classics instead of just mining your old stuff again and remake it, sequels? Disney is their own downfall.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I think Iger just wants to go out on a high note, so he wants to be go out with, hey, we just made a whole ton of money, now I can officially retire again. So I don't think he wants to chance it. That's what I'm guessing. It's the leadership there.
Yeah, throw it on somebody else. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun. I'm so excited for 2024. It looks like there's going to be a lot of movies out there, people. So we'll just quickly go around, say anything you want to the audience. If you got anything upcoming, Huck, you got anything going on?
I got one thing, and Tim's going to like it. I got my top 25 1970s movies already shot. I just haven't put it up. So it's late, so I'll probably do it tomorrow. So,
nice. I'm so excited to see. I've already seen a good chunk of lists from people. Man, I'm pumped. I hope this one does well with people.
I think the thing is, like, for me, 70s is a good decade. Like, I grew up through that in the 80s, so I easily had 25. I didn't do that 15 game.
Yeah.
I went 25. But it's all about what movies, touched me and I watched a lot. And, it's not about what AFI says is the best movie of the year, or the decade. That's not how my list is based. It's all just from here. So I hope you like it. And know what number one is. I ain't going to tell you, but you know what it is.
Hopefully people were okay with the top 15. I only made that change just because it is an old decade. And I didn't want anyone that's like, 15 or 20 to be like, I haven't seen enough of the 70s in the list. Like, I think anyone can make if you're a movie fan, you can make 15. Like, 15, there's huge classics.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got.
Eddie.
Yeah. I'll definitely try to pump out one of those lists as well. I was looking through my letterbox right now for my 70s, and I think I only got 20 something 70s movies logged in the last couple of years there. So
see, it's only 15, so there you go.
I need to pump up those 70s numbers a little bit, but but yeah, I mean, anybody watching, I mean, yeah, you can check me out, YouTube, Eddie's Films and stuff. Same name on Instagram, and I got my letterbox link on YouTube and Instagram. So if you want to give me a follow, talking movies.
Awesome. And Dimension.
I'm going to be doing a lot more rankings this year, like The Matrix, Transformers, the Spider-Man trilogy, some of the MCU phases, and I'm going to do an Ant-Man ranking, tons of them, gazillions of ideas of rankings that I can do. And I'm also currently streaming my favorite video games like The Last of Us and Spyro. I am at 800 subscribers now. I'm on the road to 1,000, 1K pretty soon.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, nice. That first 1,000 is the toughest by far. It's a grind. So whenever anyone hits that, it's like huge deal.
Nice. All right, Tim.
Well, Huck already covered it. The top 25 70s is the biggest thing going on right now, which everyone has a long time. The deadline to get me a list is not till the end of February. So we have over a month to get a list to me. So it's easy peasy. People can make videos, email me, timtalkstalkies@gmail, hit me up on Instagram. There's so many ways. Just get me a list. Top 15 is what counts, but you could do what Huck did and make 25. The last 9 are just for funsies, or the last 10 are just for funsies. So yeah, I'm pumped. I can't wait to see everyone's list.
Yeah.
All right, and then for my channel, we got the next stream coming up on Monday, the Poplars Award Show, where we recognize the most popular movies of 2023. So that's how it's different than the Oscars. We show movies that people actually watch. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be fun. Make sure you vote now if you haven't voted yet. I do want to get more votes in there so we really solidify the winners. So all the polls, all the categories are up on my community post tab. Please, everybody, go there after the stream. Go ahead and vote. There's like 14 categories, I believe. So that's really fun. Can't wait for the awards. And then, yeah, you guys know me. Just everybody's links are in the description below. Go ahead, show everybody some love. As you think about giving people more subscribers and likes, you know, this is just something I keep in my head. You should as well.
Help me get one more.
That's it. Just help all of us get one more. That's all you got to do. Just help us get one more. However you do it, if you haven't subscribed yet, or you know somebody that loves movies, definitely share the channel with them. But yeah, I think that's it from us tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Yeah, have a go and watch some movies this year.
Good night, everybody.
What else were we wrong about?
Is that a mini Kong?
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
Furiosa. Give me this promise.
That is not everything.
I know.
There's 6 of you now.